50 quant can make you a millionaire. Well, in this video, we'll be reacting to an interview with the founder of Quant, who goes in detail in the future of Quant, exactly how the idea of Quant came into place, and exactly the big problem they are solving within the space. And not only that, for when it comes to mass adoption too, where we'll be giving you a reaction to his interview, explaining everything you need to know, and also going through the latest in regards to Quant that you do not want to miss, including the current price and exactly where I think this price could be heading. Now, before we go any further, if you're new to the Crypto Maxi channel, subscribe and hit the bell so you do not miss any of our future content. We got some major updates coming up on some of these tokens that you do not want to miss out on. And with that being said, the price of Quant at the moment is about $117. And with that being said, guys, the price is getting more appealing day by day. I do believe we're going to see a price below $100. My prediction was, I know, around February, March, by end of Q1 of 2023, we're going to be seeing about an $80 Quant. It's not quite $80, but I still believe we're going to be seeing much lower prices, which is going to be an amazing opportunity. Of course, not financial advice, but simply an amazing opportunity, in my opinion, to be accumulating Quant. Now, before we actually get into the reaction of this interview, I do want to talk about one thing, and that is 50 Quant enough to make you a millionaire? And look, I'm going to be dead honest, right? 50 Quant at the moment is about $5,800 at the current price. Let's just round that up to about $6,000, right? So let's say it's about $6,000 to buy 5 Quant right now. Now, if Quant, right, if it does reaches, let's say the evaluation of about $100 billion market cap, and this is just an absolute random guess slash prediction slash projection, and some more prosperous as well, if you want to say, right? But it is entering a $1 trillion market, right? It's going to be the new financial system, and Quant is going to be one of the backbones for it, for a lot of companies and jurisdictions and countries as well, right? For a lot of governments. Now, a $100 billion market cap, and I'm not saying that next year or this year, but I'm saying in the coming years, in the 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, in the next couple years, but in the next bunch of years, a $100 billion market cap for Quant is not unrealistic, especially if they deliver on everything they are doing and really take it to that next level, right? But let's say even if they reach a $10 billion market cap for Quant, keeping in mind again, there is a limited supply for Quant, only 14 million in supply, and some of the people in the market that are going to be, buying Quant are not going to be buying 1 or 2 Quant. They're not like everyday investors. These guys are going to be buying Quant to use their services. $100 billion market cap is extremely realistic. And if it does get to that, this 66,000 US dollars value could go well over, right? Well over 600,000. Now, of course, that is just an absolute random price prediction, if you want to say, because it could go way higher. It could be way less. Quant could go to 0 tomorrow. Okay, it won't go. You guys get the idea. It's an absolute random estimation, but it is somewhat realistic in the long term. Okay, so can it make you a millionaire? 50 Quant? Probably not. But what it can do, it will give you a chance to be accumulating more. If you buy 50, you keep accumulating, if you keep dollar cost averaging at good price points for Quant. And as I said, I do believe Quant will go at a lower price. Like, you could probably, accumulate up to 100, 120, 130 over the years. I mean, look, making $1 million from Quant is not impossible, right? Especially if you're like an everyday investor. That's my opinion, not financial advice. That is my personal opinion. Do not take as any sort of advice, because it's not. Do your own research, please. But yes, if you are accumulating Quant over the years and you end up, let's say, holding 50 to 100 Quant, I wouldn't exactly say it's impossible, especially in the long term as you keep holding. Of course, if you're staking your Quant, that's a whole another story. But there's a lot of potential. I'm not exactly saying we'll make you a millionaire just by holding 50, but it is possible to be making somewhat close to that, especially in the long term. Now, with that out of the way now, I do want to quickly go through the latest news before we react to this interview. So this is a post made from Crypto Money. I do like a lot of his love his tweets. So he talked about Quant BTC pair, similar layout to summer 2022, shaft cycle bearish, MACD rejected twice, then MACD was bullish crossover while shaft cycle turned bullish simultaneously. Quant made a violent run to an all-time high on the BTC pair. So far in 2023, bearish shaft cycle since November 22, MACD crossover rejected twice in January and February, now it's happening again. Shaft cycle just turned bullish MACD crossover. If you break 80H, we may have a strong uptrend. There will be much turnout in the next couple weeks. DCA is the best strategy, which is exactly what I've been doing. To be fair, I haven't DCA'd recently, however I have been, but I'm just at that point right now where I believe we're getting to the point where we could see way lower prices, right? I do believe once this hits $100, it's not only me, but I think a lot of other people out there will start to be accumulating some quant, because $100 quant is just an incredible price. But a $50, $60, $70 is prosperous. It's a prosperous goal, right? This is a post made from Crypto Neko, long-term bullish on this project. Of course, who isn't? I mean, come on. If you're a crypto investor and you're not bullish on quant, well, you probably haven't researched it, right? Because it's one of the cryptos that people are the most bullish in, and there's good reasons behind it. Looking for some sideways accumulation to pack my bags. But yeah, that's really what it is. We are at that point where people are starting to accumulate because the price is getting extremely, and I mean extremely appealing. Extremely appealing. We're getting close to $100 quant, which is amazing. Now, moving on to the next tweet here from Greg Lund, there's about 120k different crypto holders from different wallets, of 120,000. I remember when we were looking at tweets like these when it was just about 70, 80,000. The number of holders of Quant is increasing rapidly, right? And the thing is about Quant, the people that are buying Quant these days are not here just buying, you know, looking to sell tomorrow, okay? Of course, there's a lot of whales as well holding Quant that are selling every now and again, but no. These guys, a lot of the people that are buying Quant these days are dollar cost averaging and accumulating in the long term. Even me, where I do, and you know, I'm going to be straight up here, I do buy crypto sometimes for the short term. I do. Who hasn't, right? If you're in crypto, you definitely bought for the short term, you know. But Quant is one of those plays where I'm not looking at the price every day. It's not a token that I am looking to buy for the short term. Not at all. It is a token that I am looking in for the long term. But yeah, you know, with that out of the way though, I do want to get into this interview. I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for it. So yeah, let's get straight into it.
To enable blockchain to be massively adopted for all their clients. And we're doing some innovative work together. It's a world first, where we're able to interconnect different blockchain networks with payment systems and do work with the central bank at the same time. And this is quite innovative because it's payment and settlement using a new technology on blockchain, and it's all possible with our operating system called Overledger.
And by the way, you know, before we actually continue, I do want to remind that clip at the start, it was dating back, I think, about a year ago, or about nearly 2 years. And, you know, there's obviously been a lot of progress since then, right? And, you know, they were working with central banks all the way dating back. Like, the idea of Quant came really, like, for mass adoption of crypto. And mass adoption of crypto is a massive deal for when it comes to the future of crypto and the blockchain, right? So just keep that in mind. Mass adoption, one of the biggest big swan events that is going to take place, central bank digital currencies. Quant is going to be the backbone of it. Like,
that CBDC DLT networks can be interlinked, and not just with each other all over the world, but also with existing payment systems.
Blockchain networks and the whole blockchain world to existing networks through the Overledger.
And not just with each other all over the world, but also...
And by the way, there's like a compilation, if you want to say, of exactly what Quant is solving, the future of Quant, and just exactly what Quant is all about, right? And also explained from different perspectives.
With existing payment systems.
Ledger is an operating system. It's an overlay. It sits on top of blockchain and existing networks.
And not just with each other all over the world, but also with existing payment systems.
It's interoperable. We can connect any to any in terms of existing networks, blockchain networks, different technologies.
But also with existing payment systems.
We connect existing systems.
Also with existing payment systems.
So for the first time, you've got choice to use a single blockchain through Overledger, but then have the benefit of all the other blockchains. We connect existing systems, and that's quite important. A lot of people talk about we need to decentralize the world and we need to change everything. We don't agree. You don't need to decentralize everything, because there's mature technologies, there's mature networks that have been there for years and years, and they operate. We cannot turn those off. They need to operate, and the world needs them to run. So we're saying let's leverage those technologies, and we can actually interconnect what already exists, which makes sense. We're shaping the system.
Awesome, guys, that's the end of this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed it and got a lot of value from it. Of course, if you're like into all the latest news regarding Quant, we go through that. We also go through some of the things, a lot of value and a lot of the info you might need, especially if you're an investor in Quant or really any ISO related project like XRP and so on, right? Now, hope you guys enjoyed it. It's been by Crypto Maxi. Please take everything in this video by a grain of salt. Everything is my personal opinion and public knowledge, and you should not treat it as any sort of financial advice. Always keep that in mind. And yeah, guys, I'll see you guys next time. Please take care of yourself and peace.